Minnesota Mandy, she's named after a state. She likes to eat candy on top of her steak. She's an archaeologist that just can't quit looking at old things. She's Minnesota Mandy. This is her YouTube page.
Minnesota Mandy here. Good day, adventurers. Well, hey Mom. Really need to get some more subscribers to this channel. It's getting a little awkward. Anyways, if you are watching this channel and you're not my mom, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the great adventures we're going to be going on in the next few weeks. Well, now that we're talking about the next few weeks, I think you should know that I am hot on the trail of one of the greatest treasures of all times. I'm an archaeologist, you know, which means I love to look at old things. But not just any old things. I love exploring and finding treasures. Well, are you in? Are you in to be a partner with me on this amazing adventure? You are? Well, do you know what time it is? Oh man, it's time. I just ordered a brand new treasure map to one of the greatest treasures of all time. But I gotta go home first to go get it. Amazon just sent me a text saying that my package is at my doorstep. Come on, let's go. It's finally here. Sit down for a second. It's finally. Do you guys want to see what's inside? Should we go inside and open it? Come on, let's go. Let's go grab some scissors and open this box so we can see what's inside. Oh man, great adventure lies ahead. Are you guys ready to see this? You are? Let's do it. Let me just set this up here so I can get it all set. You guys can watch me open the box. It's cooler than I even imagined. Here, let me show you. Look at what's in this box. Isn't it glorious? I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just start crying when I'm so happy. I am so excited. I cannot believe it's finally here. I feel like I've been waiting forever. Well, technically I've only been waiting 2 days. Amazon Prime is pretty quick. Do you know that hidden within the pages of this book is said to be the most important, the most biggestest, the most amazing treasure of all times? Hidden within the pages of this book are true stories that were written over 6,000 years ago. Do you know the name of this book? The name of this book is the Bible. Does any of you have a Bible at home? You do? Well, then you have a treasure map at home too.
I bet you never looked at it that way before, did you? Well, we are about to set off on an amazing adventure. Are you guys ready? You are? Great. It looks like our first clue is already laid out for us. There seems to be 3 pages that are marked. Looks like it's wanting me to read Genesis chapter 12. It's a story about a guy named Abram. Let's see. It looks like God is making a big promise to Abram. God says this to him: leave your country, your relatives, your father, go to the land I will show you. Wow, that seems like a pretty big deal. What if God came to you and asked you to leave your family, your home, your town? It'd probably be pretty hard to do. Let's see what he does next. God says, I will make you a great nation. Basically, God was telling Abram, I will give you a really big family. And I will bless you. Then a couple lines down, God says this: all people on earth will be blessed through you. It says that Abraham was 75 years old when God made this promise to him. But I wouldn't be a good archaeologist if I didn't see a good pattern. And I think I'm starting to see a pattern here. Let's see if you catch on. Let's go to the next clue. It looks like we're still following Abram's story. He's a little bit older here, but it looks like God is making him another promise. Then God led Abram outside. God said, look at the sky. There are so many stars, you can't count them. Have you ever tried to count all the stars? It's impossible. Then God said, your descendants will be too many to count. Once again, God is promising that Abram will have a really big family. But when I look here, it looks like Abram doesn't have any kids yet. He's getting kind of old. How is God gonna give him a big family if he doesn't have any kids? Well, I still see the pattern. Let's go to the next clue and see what we can find. Once again, we're a little bit later in Abram's story, but this time he's 99 years old. Oh my goodness. That seems kind of old to me. I don't know. Let's see what God is telling Abram here. I am making my agreement with you. I will make you the father of many nations. There's that word again. I am changing your name from Abram to Abraham because I am making you a father of many nations. Have you caught on to the pattern yet? When we looked at our first clue, God told Abram that he was going to make him a great nation. He was going to give him a big family. What are families made of? People. Families are made of people. And then God tells him that all the people on earth will be blessed through him. And then later on in his life, we see that God says, you can't even count the stars. I'm going to give you a family so big that you won't even be able to count them. Again, a family is made up of
You got it, people. And then our last clue, God was saying, I'm going to make an agreement with you. You're going to be a father at 99 years old. And you're going to be a father of many nations. Again, people. But you know, up until this point, Abraham still didn't have a son. Well, I think what we can conclude is that the X that marks the spot on our treasure map is people. It seems that God treasures people more than anything else. Think about it. How many people do you know? Think about the people you play sports with, your friends at school, the lady at the grocery store that checks you out every time. We all know a lot of people. And if God treasures people, it would make sense that God would want to keep his treasure close. Where would be a good place for him to keep them? In his house. Does God live in a house? No. Well, where is God's house? I know. The church is God's house. So God treasures people, and when you treasure something, you want it close. So we can come to the conclusion that God wants his treasure, his people, in his house. But if all of us invited every person we knew to this house, would there be enough room? I don't think so. But if God treasures people, so should we. All right, adventurers, make sure you give me a thumbs up for this video. I gotta run. Minnesota Mandy out.